Hello, this is Karen, and today we're going to talk about the Seattle freeze. Those of you who haven't heard about what the Seattle freeze is, it's essentially this wide belief that it's really hard to make friends in the Seattle area. Some people say it's because of the very cold weather, cold and rainy weather, and basically people here are just not as warm and inviting when it comes to bringing you into their social circles. Today, I'm going to talk about what the experience has been like based on what I've gone through in the past year. Question is, do I actually believe in the Seattle freeze? And my answer would be mostly no. The locals are super friendly and they do have their established social circles, which I do think could be a little bit hard to break into. However, it's hard to tell if it's actually because of the so-called Seattle freeze or just lack of effort on my part. What I can tell you is that there are a lot of transplants that are in the Seattle area, which means people who are not actually from here. I have a very big Canadian friend group, which is funny because all of them kind of came to Seattle the same time that Jackie and I moved here. And so it was really cool to talk about the struggles of moving across the border and talk about life back home. I also met a lot of other early in career friends, whether it was at work events or just from going to parties and social gatherings. Like anywhere you go, you really need to put yourself out there if you want to make friends. People are so busy, they're not going to always go out there and try to take the initiative to invite you into their social circles. So it's really up to you to be proactive, initiate hangouts in the beginning, and try to bring people together. Definitely say that I've been super lucky when it comes to my social life. I feel like there's always something going on, and I have amazing friends who come from very different backgrounds, but of course, most of them do work in tech. And so we have that to bond over and talk about as well. A lot of people in the Pacific Northwest are very interested in like the outdoors. So in the winter time, a lot of people love to go skiing, snowboarding, all that kind of stuff. And then in the summertime, it's mostly about hiking. So that's a really big one and a very popular way for people to meet each other. So I think if you're able to find these different communities and join these events where you meet other people of similar hobbies, then it should be fairly easy to find and make new friends. I'll say that it is pretty useful to have a car just because then you can drive out and meet people wherever they live, whether it's on the east side or the west side. Or you could live in the city, which is where a lot of popular spots are, so around Capitol Hill or that area there. East side, I'd say it's a little bit tough to live without a car because then you either need to Uber everywhere or you're going to need to find some friends who can drive and pick you up. All in all, I would say that it is pretty easy to find people and make new friends just because there are so many people coming in and out of the city at all times. As you know, there's always a lot of big tech companies that are hiring. Maybe not so much right now, but at the end of the day, people are always moving here or moving out of the city. And so there's just fresh people coming in and out of the city all the time that you have an opportunity to meet. That's a wrap when it comes to what I think about the Seattle freeze. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. See you later.